Heyo everybody and welcome back to Rogue Core. Today we are going to be going and facing one of the new bosses that has been recently added in Alpha 6. So let's get down into the mission. We are playing Slicer. You saw the loadout there. I don't really have to explain all too much to you, do you? Do I? Not do you, do I? Alright, so I've chosen a... we can't see it on this screen. I swear to you, I thought it showed up on this screen. Anyway, I've chosen a Depth 6 mission with the new boss in Glacial Strata. Not that Glacial Strata will matter, but, you know, it's there. Or two depths, or two facilities, or two caves. I'm not too sure. God, that's such a cool effect even after all this time. I have been enjoying some Alpha 6 here recently. They've changed a few things. They've made gauntlets a thing. They've given Clamorheads a little bit more oomph and are actually fully terrifying now. And let's see what our first gun is going to be. The Hammercaster with burst fire. A BRT, or the mac and cheese gun. I don't want to play with the Hammercaster because I think it's kind of bad. I think it's... So, I've been playing with the Hammercaster. I think it's kind of bad at the moment because it is a projectile-based weapon. It is not hit scan. It has low ammo, and the plus strong tag doesn't actually do anything right now. So, it's probably a fine weapon. I'm just being harsh on it. The BRT, we've played with the BRT a ton, so we're just going to take the Mac and Micros, even though that the BRT has less spread, and that would be wonderful. As Slicer, I'm perfectly fine with taking a flare gun. I think the platform gun's very good, and the reinforced drills is very good. In fact, I'm just going to take the reinforced drills because I have convinced myself that they are better than the flare gun, which is not saying much. The reason why I don't like the flare gun where it is right now is... Okay, I'm fine with it being in the first cache, the traversal tools cache, on a 4-player game, because it'll show up, it's guaranteed to show up, and maybe somebody likes it and will take it. You know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. The party already has, like, 3 traversal tools. You can find your own way up. Oh, good, we have you. Just 2 things I don't enjoy immediately. So, the flare gun is labeled as a traversal tool because it's in the traversal tool pool at the very start. Backstabber or outmaneuver? It's just backstab, because that's actual damage instead of a unreliable movement speed bonus, which doesn't do anything most of the time. So I'm just going to grab that. The other thing about it is that a lot of classes... I just got absolutely blasted by some dudes. Get out of here. I was coming over here for the Exvionite and just got lured in, dude. Absolutely cooked alive. So, it's labeled as a traversal tool. The only class that can really take advantage of it is Slicer because of the dash here. The others have to rely more on the team members next to them, which is fine in like a 4-player game. But once it starts getting into 1-player, you can really only take it on Slicer unless you want to take a lot of time doing... That just missed? Excuse me? You wanna talk about that one? Wow, that does not do as much damage as I thought it was going to do. We have a resupply, so I'm not really that worried about it. About not being able to kill this guy. That is not a way I can go. Just toss another one. You know what? Toss 2. I don't know how much damage that actually does. Oh my god, dude. Anyway, it's just not a traversal tool. It's a support tool, and it's being labeled as if it is a traversal tool is my problem with it. And I wish it just didn't offer it to me so I can see another traversal tool whenever I am solo. And then another thing is that late joining exists in this game nowadays, and you could be given the flare gun as your first traversal tool. Not that big of a problem because you are in a multiplayer game, but I think it still needs to be mildly addressed. Anyway, we have our first upgrade available to us, and it is Boom, You're Dead? Because mining speed is right there, and I don't want the weak point damage to enemies beneath 50% health, because I will just one-shot them anyway with my blade. I don't know how the volume of Rogue Core is either. It's kind of quiet in my ears. I'm going to turn it up slightly for you all, mostly for the music. Our second upgrade is coming, and let's see what it is. Our second upgrade is Flux Conduit, Adaptability, Wayward Sparks. It's either Wayward Sparks or Flux Conduit. Flux Conduit is very good on Slicer because you can tend to have lower... You can have lower armor and just get your slice out faster. It's just more DPS for your slice. This is actually very good. And we can take the armor upgrade passives later, or armor upgrades, to get better bonuses out of Flux Conduit. Because right now I'm getting almost 10% extra recharge just from this. So we can go up to 72%. Which is kind of nice. And also, this is more mining speed, so... We are currently mining a lot right now, so I'm just going to take the mining speed because it's good. I guess I can explain why I don't like this event, and I think my answer is that it just takes a long time, solo. We have an armor boost, Wayward Sparks again, and Steadfast Surge. Steadfast Surge is very good. It's very good when stacked as well. Do I want Wayward Surge? Or do I want an extra potential 18% cooldown? I think the cooldown's very good. Like, this is unconditional. I mean, it's conditional, but it's an easier condition than this, because now I need to stand still, and I'm playing on depth 4, and playing on depth 4 as solo, which means standing still isn't really an option. Anyway, now that we've mostly done that event, I still have a few little things to go, which I will proceed to mostly ignore, because Cooper's doing it. And I can just walk around picking it all up. Give me that cooldown, dude. I'm happy getting cooldown. That is the exact reason why I got the thing. I do not have... I should have grabbed 2. Why didn't I grab 2 out of that resupply? So another change that has happened recently is that the resupplies, while solo, actually give out 2 hits on them, which is absolutely fantastic for, like, ammo stonks and all that. I think it's a little bit busted, not gonna lie, because... already, I have so many things that can deal a lot of damage to the Core Stone just for free already. So, like, look at how fast that's charging, dude. Like, genuinely look at how fast... I'm just gonna toss that and get the hell out of here. I could have grabbed another resupply, and honestly, that's probably the correct play to grab a resupply, but I have other things to do. I have a workbench to go do, and barrels to kick and shit, so I don't really care. I don't care about that XP Knight. Do I care about it? I actually do. You know what? That's gonna be a decent sum. Another upgrade for me. We have +1 electric chance for every 1 armor active. We have scoring 2 weak point hits in a row on the same target makes it drop 1 red sugar, which is insanely good. Is it better than Armor Charger? I think it is. It's just more HP, and I'm having trouble with HP, and I have a very high rate of fire weapon. It's not going to proc on, like, literally every single bug, but it will proc on a large majority of them, especially whenever we start getting into the further on depths, and we get, like, a dude, whatever the dude might be. I really like those. I almost forgot what they're called. They're called data terminals. I just sat here staring at the screen for a little bit, blank-eyed, mostly because it makes the mission go a lot faster whenever you have a data terminal very early on in the mission, because then you don't need to have some guesswork. Of course, you could find barrels everywhere, which is the most useful thing. Double magazine, ricochet chance, which is actually very good. There is some dudes coming to me. I might take other things. There is some plasma flux and plasma arc. I'm just going to take plasma arc since it increases the range of my plasma thing that I am trying to constantly spew out a lot. Is that a barrel? No, that is a resupply. I will actually go for that resupply since we are fairly close to getting the hell out of here. I don't have a lot of incendiaries. See what I mean? I don't have a lot of incendiaries. Now I'm at full incendiaries. That is a ridiculous thing. I'm not punished for overly spamming my incendiaries, and now I just feel like I can use all of them. Of course, the problem with incendiaries is that it's the, I get to have a beautiful amount. Maybe I shouldn't have started the elevator. There seems to be a lot of Swarmer-based enemies. That is... Get me the hell out of here. Actually, Bosco, can you knock down that? That is not what I wanted. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be anywhere there, dude. Dude, it's... I don't know if it's actually doing anything, or if it's just making noise for the sake of making noise. I think we're almost done, though. Well, this is... Stonks going absolutely wild. My passive stonks are going fucking buck wild, dude. Not that it's a good thing, but it is. They are going. So, this is what I was talking about whenever I was saying that I could get more recharge speed. At the moment, I have 90%, which is absolutely insane, dude. Makes the slice so much better. Alright, our risk vector is tough core spawns. After a few seconds of not taking damage, the creatures will start recovering HP, or a heavy weapon crate. It's one of these two. Artifacts are very good. An early artifact would be wonderful. We are playing on depth 6, or at least a 6 depth facility, or 6 level facility. So this is going to be very good very later on. I don't know how much this will save us, or how many upgrades this will give us. At the moment, it's, what, 100 XP a night, so this is 15 minerals less, and then it'll be 30 minerals less whenever we get to 20. That is fairly nice. I think it's just this one, because of how early it is in the run. And the playtest is going out here sometime soon, the new one, so this video shall be going up relatively around when the new playtest is. And for those of you who got introduced to the playtest, how is it? It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. It's pretty fun. There's definitely some mild issues with the game at the moment, but again, it's alpha, and most of my issues that I have with it are bug-related issues. So, bio booster immediately. That's really good. So if you don't know how the game works at the moment, the game spawns one bio booster, one workbench, and one event every single map. And then the rest of the points of interest are flooded by armor points of interest, the data terminal point of interest, and the kick barrel, death resonance. That is another cooldown source. That is fantastic. We didn't even get a resupply, did we? Yeah, I did. I got a resupply. Resupplies don't give HP anymore. Kind of completely forget. The barrel points of interest are your third best point of interest in the game. Your least useful one is the armor ones, because most of the time the resupplies will just give it to you anyway. So it really doesn't matter. Get out of here, everybody. Welcome to Death Resonance. How may I take your order? Is Death Resonance actually working? Yes, it is. Alright, I just didn't notice it. The most useful ones are the workbench and the bio booster. which I consider the same, and then the data terminal is the... Depending on how early you get it, it can be absolutely fantastic. Duck and Weave is pretty good. The first shots in your magazine have a 100% chance to crit, or each time you hit an enemy, you get a +1 chance to crit until a critical hit. That one's pretty good. I'm just going to take Duck on Weave and the... I think he's mining pretty quickly. What's a little bit more? Who cares? He could just be the little miner that he wants to be. Something I wonder about the Plasma Arc upgrade, the ability upgrade for Slicer, is does it deal double damage to bugs that are right next, or core spawn that are right next to you? Say that there's one that is standing, 1 meter in front of me, and I use my blade. Does the Plasma Arc hit him, or does it miss him and go further on out behind it? I would love to know whether that is. Also, Death Resonance does not proc on the swing. It procs after it because it's still, like, full or whatever. Should I do the spicy thing and make it so that we fight 2 waves of core spawn during this event? I think that would be fun, so we're gonna do it. This is... No, don't do this, alright? This is a bad idea. I'm doing it because I find it fun to fight Core Stone, and second, because I have a bunch of things to make this go faster. I have Death Resonance to make it go faster, I have armor things, there's a resupply currently around me, so I don't need to... And an armor stand. Note, the armor stand doesn't matter because the resupply exists. So... It's fine. Wasn't there a... You get the hell out of here. Where's the Core Stone? Okay, so I should probably talk about how there is a bug with the Core Stone, where sometimes they don't spawn the rifts that actually spawn them. As you can see, there's like 2 rifts somewhere. There's one rift somewhere over there, and then your other rift is over there, so they're only coming out of those two... They're only coming out of those 2 places. Anyway, Snapfire, whatever the hell, the weak point one, Stonk's absolutely rising, dude. Absolutely. God, I love this. I love that upgrade. It's just... Make something for free that makes your health a lot easier to manage, is essentially what that is. And that is absolutely insane. Anyway, get out of here, everybody. Alright, 2 upgrades available from that, which is Magazine Overdrive, every 1% magazine missing, or, oh my god, every 1% ammo missing in your magazine adds +1 damage across the board. That is not... I assume that's all damage, and not just mag damage and cooling unit. Both of these are fantastic. Absolutely goated with the sauce. I'm going to take Overdrive Magazine. And then, because it affects my blade, I think. And then this is... Marksman's Loop? Vampire's very good, but we have Snapfire Extraction, so it's not that pressing to get. So Marksman Loop to make it so that it can fire a little bit faster. So, sure. It works a little bit better with this weapon as well, especially if I get some accuracy on it. Not that I'm taking accuracy, but, it works better if I do take accuracy. I don't actually care what's up there. It's not a... It's probably the data terminal, to be honest, which means I probably should do it, but I don't care. And also, this didn't spawn any rifts. So, you know what? Maybe I will go check it out. If there's no rifts coming, then I will... absolutely leave and check out something else, because I'm skipping this. Hey, you know what? I got rewarded for my efforts. I got a nice little update to my stuff. Actually, it's just it is a Expionite bucket, which is fantastic, dude. Alright, well, I don't even have to explain why I'm picking this. I am just picking it because it is more damage. And then I'm taking... +0 meters to the rocket explosion. I'm not. I'm taking, the other one. What the hell is going on over here, dude? There's another cave that I didn't even explore. There is so many core spawn in this cave, dude. They are just... What the hell is going on? Oh. Dude, what the fuck's going on? Dude, get me the hell out of here. I was just checking what was in this room, dude. I didn't mean for this to go wrong. Alright, give me this armor. Get me the hell out of here. I don't want to be here. I've made so many mistakes by doing this. I just saw that there was a hole, dude. Alright. Ow. That's a bunch of damage coming in from my face. I don't actually have, This is why Snapfire Extraction is such a absolutely broken ability, dude. Because I'm at low HP. Just wander around the battlefield. You'll get plenty. Next one is we are taking luck. I don't even have to look at anything. We're just taking luck to get higher rarities. I don't know if luck actually affects anything. There's no numbers on the thing, so I can't accurately describe if luck helps or not. I feel like luck does help after, you know, multiple runs with having luck. So the guess is as good as yours. But those being our first two, I would have preferred to have luck first so that it affects more. I don't know. They're both pretty good for your absolute first pickups. And this is the data terminal and the bio booster in one little tiny area. LFF 541. LFF 541. And then JFF 442. JFF 442. Wasn't it over here? Yeah, it was. Alright, and now we see the entire map, which is insanely long. So I need to go a little bit faster. We don't know what the event is from that, but I hope it's not the research subject. I think we're fine on damage. So this game requires a bit more concentration from me to make decision-making and all that, because it is about at least going fast, or trying to go fast at the end of the day. We have the cargo crate container event, which is a very good event. I actually really like this event because it allows you to look at the swarm timer and wonder if it's actually worth throwing all these barrels over there, or if it's worth spending a little bit of your HP and armor to get a bunch of core stone on that same thing and open it that way. Since players can increase the weight, and also core stone can increase the weight, so we have to go that way to get the rest of the things. It's actually not as time efficient to go back and toss everything on this, especially since we need more. We need a core stone or two. I don't know where the rest of the barrels are. There they are. Alright, let's see what our next two upgrades are. Hopefully luck actually matters. It didn't. Critical hit chance is okay. The repositioning will be fantastic, and also adding a stun chance to him. The next one is Snapfire Extraction. We already know it's good, right? So just making it better is great. I think the Snapfire Extractions can be a rarity higher, and they would still be fantastic upgrades. Both of them. The one that allows you to, 25% of the time, killing an enemy spawns a little orb of red sugar, and then the other one is, I think they could both be upgraded and be absolutely poggy out of the gourd, dude. What is this fucking room, dude? Okay, the workbench is down here, and then there's a barrel over there and some Expionite as well. Can we get... I'm so glad that swarmers exist in both fucking games. Also, that guy's there. Say hello to that guy. That guy sucks. He's now dead. I think they've increased the HP of the of the, what are those called? The edge stalkers, because they really do feel like just big bottles of HP. I did not realize I was that low on ammo. That's a lot of bugs. I don't know if I needed to do that, because I could just, you know, press the Q button and instantly kill all of them. And now I don't have my Q button, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I also have a rather OP jump. Slicer's so stupid when you really get down into it. Just toss another one, like, who cares? I'm trying to... Can I help you, dude? I'm trying to get the Expionite, dude, so I can get a upgrade. Is it just Snapfire Extraction again? No, it's not Snapfire Extraction again. It's magazine routed heat, so you can start actually doing fire things. Of course, it did come with Bosco doing 30% less damage, but we can just simply give him more crit chance, and it'll be fine. I just realized how much stone skin I have as well from my previous upgrade. That is kind of insane. I forgot that I took the safety upgrade instead of the give me damage upgrade. I forgot just how much stone skin that can give you as well. Just from simply, I shoot bug and kill bug, and you get 3 stone skin per her. Of course, I am currently spending it at a absorbent rate, but... This is going to be good for the boss. I'm going to take Obstinate, just because it's good for the boss. Take 100% more damage whenever creatures are 50 or 110... We'll get there eventually, when they are 10 meters away from me. The boss is a... That's just take it for the boss type of thing. It's not even take it for the regular game, because how often are things going to be 10 meters away from you, which is right around there? Which is a big distance for a SMG to cover. Unfortunately, this SMG is kind of a little bit goated with the sauce, so it's probably my most taken weapon in this game. Alright, the next elevator event is here, and please take all of that damage. Or at least, you know, try to, please? Oh my god, I don't have a... I didn't have a slice for all of that, but now I do. The ability... I wish the ability cooldown actually said how much, Hi, dude, you want to take some damage? Oh, no, that's not good. This is a recent thing that they added in Alpha 6, is making the... They are walking around this thing, but they are not sufficiently walking around it, is making the elevator break down occasionally, which is a good idea. I just don't like it. I don't like holding E, but that's... I've already stated how much I dislike holding E. That actually killed the... That did not kill the Edge Stalker, as I have found out. Luckily, there's a second one coming for him. Just... Listen, man, I'm going to get Obstinate Stonks, and you are... You're going to enjoy it, dude. Just look at all the fucking Snapfire Extraction things that are happening. All because these creatures have a very big... hitbox on their face. So how am I feeling about this run? I think this run is basically assured that I win. Which is not particularly great for my enjoyment of the game whenever I can decide, yeah, this build that I have right now at this exact moment with no upgrades is good enough to kill the boss, guaranteed. So it feels like I am just padding out the runtime of the mission by doing this, by continuing it, but that's some of my problems that I have with roguelites, to be honest. It's just a constant thing. Also, the fact that I just absolutely cooked that man. That thing. I don't know. I don't know what he is. Alright, let's see what our artifact for today is. Our artifact is lightweight, which is movement speed, more whatever, and this one. We're just gonna take movement speed and not grab anything else. We are now moving 25% faster. which is great. Yeah, I had to stop and do math in my head. I didn't know it automatically because I didn't read it. I just saw it. It gave me stats for not having weapons. Dodge or momentum. Momentum's not very good because I have 60 bullets in my mag and a faster reload, so I guess it's just dodge. If my magazine was maybe 6 or something, like I had breach cutter or something like that, I could see it being good. Jumps while airborne is very good. Critical chance is also very good. I'm just going to take these two, because jumps while airborne makes it so that I can start ignoring the hell out of this. If we get the one that gives you, I think, less gravity when you have more armor, that would make the jumps very good. I didn't even look to see what that said. I think, yeah, okay. I do like the extra jump artifact, or not the artifact, the upgrade. I just can't be bothered to really care about it. I like it, but at the same time, I think it's basically useless most of the time. Maybe people can tell me that it's not useless. But I'm just gonna say I could have gotten a different purple that actually gave me damage, which is fine. So we can have Sweet Surrender, which is basically the baby version of what we have now. I don't think this is necessary with the Correspond Brutes or whatever they are. They are going to be giving us so much red sugar that it doesn't matter. This, however, is up to 24 more cooldown. So I'm just going to take that. It's also, you know, 24 more armor right now, which is a fantastic reason. And then it's also 12 armor upon resupplying, which is fantastic. Weak point damage, base damage is spread, who cares? It's just tempered core. This is nice, but it doesn't do anything. When our slice does 900 damage, of course it could actually deal with the swarmers, so you know what? Maybe I'm talking out of my own butt. It deals with swarmers, maybe that's the reason why we take it. Ignoring the fact that I, you know, didn't take it. It's also just a lot of the time that during this game, I decide to not talk during this swarm, because this is... Most of the time, I am not even trying to kill the swarm. I'm trying to outrun it, because it's going to be left behind in that room, and they're not going to follow me to the next room. Like, maybe a trickle will come, but definitely I can more or less just ignore the hell out of them. Of course, there is a rift right there, and has made it so that I maybe will regret my ideas, but I don't think so. Okay, there is starting to be a lot more core spawn. See what I said about... God, it just keeps on giving, doesn't it? See, whenever I said that Snapfire Extraction, or Snapfire Sweet Surrender is what it's called, wouldn't be doing anything? There is so much red sugar on the ground over there that it doesn't do anything. All of those red sugars give, what, 20 or something for it? Also, I didn't grab a resupply either. Oh well, though. One more upgrade, and then we can get the heck out of here. Of course, it... Immediately upon saying, like, hey man, what... Oh my god, what is this, dude? This is awful. Pelter? Health? I think it's just Pelter. I don't value the health reward very, very highly, because it's a defense pickup, and I need to kill the bugs, and also the defense pickup is overshadowed by other defense pickups, like, in the same tier. Actually, what is in the same tier as the HP pickup, since it is common? I would have to see what my feelings are on it. Let's go check. What is some of the defense pickups? That one's actually a very good defense pickup. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it is the best defense pickup in that tier. I don't know what this one is, and I don't know what that one is, so maybe it is the best defense. I don't have a... That is a little bit horrifying. Also, a Edgestalker is deciding to exist in the temporal lifetime that is my existence. Where are you? Can you get out of here? I understand that I'm also just eating damage for lunch, dinner, and breakfast. Talk to me whenever I stopped caring. Or excuse me, started to care. That's the real thing that I'm trying to say. God. Because I'm just trying to get stonks, dude. Look at the stonks. Look at the stonks of ability. That is the reason why I've been taking all the ability, all the armor stuff. That is the reason right there. Because now I have 92 stone armor, dude. Doesn't matter that I don't have armor. I'm killing the bugs faster than they can deplete my stone armor. Do we want another artifact? That sounds pretty pog. I don't think the edge stalkers matter. At this point in the run, when there's more core spawn, I'm just going to get my stone armor and just murder the hell out of everything. I could use more stone armor, even though I just hit the stack limit of stone armor. Getting that faster would be nice. What do I want for this run? An element on my primary gun that's not fire? Like gas or something? Maybe radioactivity. Radioactive could be good. That was a new element that was also given in Alpha 6. Is this going to give me exactly what I want? We'll see. I also have plus 50% damage on... Wow, this is real bad. I also have plus 50% damage on my backstabs, getting behind a creature. I don't think it's ever going to matter because I am solo, but it is something that exists. That is a leech? I thought there was a camera up there. It's inside of this. I mean, like... Where is it? Okay, whatever. Thank God that I have drill. See, drills actually mattered in this one. It got me a little bit more endgame XP. What a wonderful time for it to give me. Recoil control? Do we take recoil control for obstinate? That could be... These two don't matter. I already one-shot pretty much everything. The boss will have a lot more HP, so I can't just look at them and they explode. So I'm going to take that so that I can aim my gun properly and actually hurt them. I wonder how many times I've grabbed from an armor stand, because I just did it because it was right next to me and I didn't have full armor because I forgot to take 2 from the resupply instead of just 1, because that resupply is now has a second charge on it that I could have gotten. So, wasted ammo. I just didn't feel like grabbing a second one, I guess. I wonder how many times I have done that, of grab an ammo thing because I forgot to grab 2 out of a resupply. Anyway, hello, how's it going? Goodbye. See, the damage didn't matter. I one-shot it anyway, with a power attack. You know, maybe it's maybe it's a little bit biased. 100% of overkill damage is transferred to your next damage you deal. Gimme. What is this? What is this going to do? What is this actually going to do here? What the fuck's going to happen, dude? I mean, it sounds like I'm going to cut something, and then I'm going to... Yeah, that's exactly what I thought was about to happen, is that I just one-shot the hell out of things. That is... Dude, my gun's primed and loaded to one-shot a freaking core stone. That is 150% stupid. Goodbye? Like, what the fuck do they do against it? Okay, well, now I have to know. Yeah, I'm not going to fire my weapon or anything. I want to know what happens when I slice a second time. Bosco, can you stop shooting at the creatures that I'm about to slice? That looked normal. Maybe it's because they die anyway, but that looked like a normal amount of damage. Alright, well that was stupid. I guess I could show you all what happens if you use the core stone to unlock that, since we are getting a... it's a little bit too far away for me to care about it. I would rather just spend time throwing this down and making it so that I don't have to use as much core stone. Alright, we have the swarm and the box is open. So it was faster just to do what I was doing. Okay, we have a very interesting conundrum here. We can either take precision regen, which is exceedingly busted because of how often we are hitting weak points twice in a row, or we can take 24 armor and 12 armor on resupplies, and also 24 more cooldown. I'm just gonna greet it. Like, who cares, dude? Who cares about the armor regen? I want the regen that makes the gun do funny things, like he's dead. He's not dead? Ooh, there's a number at the side. I didn't realize that there was a number at the side. I have 27 overkill. I see. What about this? I have 2,000 overkill. Okay, and then if I, you know, shoot a poor defenseless creature, they explode. Who could have guessed they exploded? Dude, what the fuck is this room? Like, actually, what the fuck is this room? Alright. I missed? He didn't die? Excuse me? Fucking take one of those and be loud. Okay, you know, 18 damage overkill. We're getting there. Oh, it's gone. I was about to say we're getting somewhere, dude. We are absolutely receiving stonks. Does it just... Okay, it doesn't have a cooldown on what damage you're dealing. It just does damage, dude. So if I, you know, kill that guy... It doesn't chain, is what I'm trying to say. It absolutely can't chain. Which is what I expected to be. If it did chain, then it would be absolutely busted, and my slice would deal infinite amounts of damage. Which I'm not too sure is a bad thing. Or a good thing. Thing just died instantly. It's so funny. Just shooting once, and the creature explodes. Oh, Lord. Hi, dude. Whatever shall I... Actually, can I... Okay, so from that, we just figured out the... God, I'm sorry I threw one of those. The damage is only on the first instance of damage. I instanced 2 creatures at the same time. I assume it just picked randomly which ones got affected by the actual overkill damage. And also, somebody just took 2,000 points of damage from that fire nade, which is kind of fucking funny. Oh, that poor Edge Stalker. I just heard an Edge Stalker. That man is going to be terminated. Come here, Edge Stalker. I have 6,000 damage for you, wherever the hell you are. That is not it. Where is he? I now have 7,000 damage. I love how it tells you the amount of overkill damage that you have. This is silly. Oh. Excuse me, it does stack? Okay, hold up. We have to stay here for a little bit longer. I need to, for research, everybody. For absolute research. That's a big number. I think this number is getting bigger. Oh, that X. What a way to make me actually care about the game. Alright, I have deleted the Edge Stalker, we're fine. Unfortunately, all this overkill damage... Actually, I was about to say, this overkill damage isn't gonna matter versus the boss, because the boss is a boss, and I can't overkill the boss to, like, apply it onto something else. And the boss doesn't spawn ads to apply it onto something else. The boss does spawn ads, so I can absolutely use it on the boss, which is gonna be Pog. I am looking forward to that shit. Alright, the last upgrade of the mission. Stunning an enemy reduces your ability and power attack by 20%. Do I stun enemies? I don't think so. So it's just more armor. All for the cooldown. All praise the cooldown. The hell is that? No, just get it out of here. Ah! Oh my god, dude, there's so much. Alright, let's see the new Gatekeeper. A giant, disgusting quadruped thing. I don't know, man. It's kind of a weird thing. And it's also probably a very bad idea to get next to it. It's also hiding its weak point. Hi, everybody! You want to not be next to there? Oh my god, he's going to explode. Absolute stonks on my armor. As my armor proceeds to get absolutely obliterated, and then he sends me flying. Hi, everybody. Why are we all up here? So, this boss is a big ranged foe. I don't know why I didn't just slice that guy, because I could genuinely just slicey. That doesn't give me any overkill damage? You've got to be kidding me, right? I was really hoping that that would give me overkill. Where's the other one? Hi, dude. So those things try to land on the ground. It's over there. Try to land on the ground, and they create a AoE zone of nastiness, which is not very good. But you have to go over, blow these things up, and then toss them into the rift, all while having low gravity, which is fantastic. Hey, can I borrow one of you for a second? Thank you. I need to quickly dodge a bunch of attacks so that I can, Pardon me, dude. I have words for you. Get away from me. I have no idea what's happening. I'm just looking around and exploding. I don't have any armor. Do I need ammo? Yes, I do. So I guess I should get some ammo. Should also, just light that thing up, dude. I should also try and kill as many things as I can so I can have some actual HP. By some actual HP, I mean some, Can I interest all of you in fucking off, please? Why is there so many core stone, dude? There doesn't used to be this much core stone. There doesn't have to be this much core stone. But instead, you guys decided, hey man, you know what would be a great thing? To, like, exist in this fucking time frame with all this goddamn... It's a fucking fire rate, dude. Get me out of here. Anyway, that's essentially the boss. He will still, like, provide some nasties, but it shall be very easy just to kill the hell out of all of them. Mostly because I am Slicer with, I don't know, 150% more cooldown, or cooldown speed, which is, you know, something absolutely stupid. And should never actually happen. Anyway, that's the boss done. I assume that will just roll right on in. There it goes, around the rim, and in. This one actually didn't make it in. That is my bad. Goodbye, weird Metagross-looking motherfucker. And now I have to clean up all the mess around here.